Deep in the foothills of the Pyrenees, the heart of the French Basque country, lies the home of Bayonne ham.
Would you like to taste the ham? Ah, I see there are some fans here.
What is it?
This is the Rolls-Royce of Bayonne ham, with a bit of fat, because it's the fat that gives it taste.
You could say it's like wine. We mature it for a long time. We're very patient. It's a true product of the Basque country.
With spring in Bayonne comes the traditional ham fair. Every year for over 5 centuries, people have celebrated the famous pork product in the streets of the Basque capital. The annual ritual attracts farmers from across the region, bringing their best produce with them. Each one is vying for the title of Best Ham in the contest that opens each festival. On the jury are the Basque country's 3 top butchers. Surprisingly, though, they don't taste the ham. Instead, they smell, touch and measure. Over the next 3 hours, some 30 pig breeders attempt to win their favour.
A good Bayonne ham will be cut well, and it smells good. We work with our eyes and our noses. Some hams have aromas like hazelnut or softer scents, such as almond or oil. The taste comes from the fat, so sometimes it smells like it's gone off, but not too much. It's about balance.
To help them decide, judges use an unusual tool, traditionally carved from a horse's shin.
This is an old utensil that belonged to my father. We pass it on from generation to generation. You have to take special care because the hams are quite dry and sometimes you can break this right inside, but it's quite solid. The smell of the ham just above the hock here, it's fantastic.
After a morning of intense decision-making, 3 hams stand out. The honour of announcing the winner goes to the Guild of Bayonne Ham. This year's champion is no stranger to victory, having taken the title 3 times in 10 years.
Good ham comes from a good pig, and a good pig comes from a good farmer who feeds it well.
To find these giants of Basque cuisine, you have to go looking in the heart of the local mountains. Ignot is raising around 100 pigs just a few kilometres from the Spanish border. His animals take time to mature. They spend a year living in the open air and eat all natural food.
Being outdoors means they have chestnuts, acorns, hazelnuts, that kind of thing, especially in autumn. The pig develops naturally, at its own pace.
In the Basque country, Ignot is one of the last breeders to raise his pigs in such freedom.
It helps maintain the landscape. Keeping pigs in plots like this adds value to the land, value we wouldn't otherwise have. For example, there are hedges here and a forest, so it's not a place where you could raise ewes, but for pigs, it's ideal.
Ignot's pigs will eventually be transformed 2 valleys away in Asparin by Eric Hospital. Some will later travel even further to Asia or the United States. But first, the hams will have to spend many long months drying out, sometimes up to 3 years, in a drying room open to the elements and the southern temperatures.
What creates the taste above all is the heat. The fat here is a little bit yellow, which means it's been warmed up. When it warms up, it melts and seeps into the meat, which takes on the taste. In the evening, it gets cold and sets inside. Then the rain comes, which brings moisture, so eventually there will be some mold on there. You could say it's like wine. We mature it for a long time. We're very patient. It's a true product of the Basque country.
Each ham here has already been sold, with regular buyers including some of the best restaurants in the world and even the French presidential palace.
This is the first ham in the world that's traceable. There's an ID card here for authentication. It tells you the year and date of slaughter. It's more and more important these days to know where food products come from.
Along with 2 other butchers, Eric's father created the Ibayama brand in 1985, a name which translates as the mother sauce in Basque.
Nobody talked about organic foods back then. We didn't talk about natural products or fair trade for farmers. Now there's a desire to get farmers and producers working hand in hand to create excellent ham and raise an excellent pig. And me too, I'm going to pass on this know-how to my children and any other apprentices that come to work with me.